Alright, so the boys have made a bit of progress since the last episode. I couldn't make it on site yesterday, so Oscar's running the show. He's gone through, finished off the party wheel in the middle, which is great because we do want to be working on that today. Yeah, jump in with us, that'd be sweet. Thanks. Got me in there?
Yep.
1780. What are we playing with?
445.
17. We should have known that. 1800 cents.
Oh, yeah.
Do you ever do that where you do some math?
Well, you don't even try doing the
Yeah, you don't even think about it. And then you get.
The other day, it was like 2 plus 2.
2 plus 2, let's get the calc. Alright, this one's going to be a bit of a pain. Oh shit, there's a lot of weight to it.
Yeah, it is.
This is a small one. I'm going to put it down. We're clear for that steel. Yeah, made it. Alright, we'll go in. Yep. Hang on. Oscar, can I get you in the middle? John, can I get you there? We'll carry it flat because this pipe's going to be a pain.
Yeah.
We'll try carry it flat and then put it down there. It's not too bad.
Good to go.
Go down. Leave your side up, I'll move that. Yeah, go. If you guys are right with that, I'll try lock it down.
Shit. I got this left side off. That's cool.
Can we start it?
Off, Dave?
Hey?
Forward.
No, it's all sweet.
Oh.
Can we slide it in first? Otherwise it's going to crush us. Don't go up anymore, slide it in. Yep. Nice. Who's got hands? Cool. Are we going to need that? We're going to need to move that scaff up, aren't we? Mate, this is like the perfect height for when we pack the steel. That's going to be super easy. No, good. This is the one I'm actually a little bit worried about. Can I come in right in front of you?
Yeah.
Give me 1 sec. I want to check if our wall's actually going to fit. Oh, we got heaps. No, we got heaps. We're good, I think. Let's go over the pot. Stud's going to be in the way, isn't it?
Yep, all good.
Oh, that works out pretty well.
Well, I'll say that, but I'll wear shit. Less.
Hey, do you mind jumping up, John, and getting the ladder in there?
That was meant to be Christmas.
Can we go up? Get straight. Thanks. Whoa. Never mind.
Yeah, that's
Let's do the same.
We'll need to go through and solid dog these. I think we might just leave that for the lock-up stage. You guys ready?
I'm guessing it can't be this way because it's closed yet.
Yeah, ideally we'd probably want the bows to be into the bathroom to make it easier to straighten.
Fuck, you shot this.
But just because the because the slab's there, we've got the hollow sides just so it fits.
This is my wall, guys. Come to me.
I'm gonna move you. Oh, no, all good.
No, don't say more.
Basso, can you completely hold this wall, please? What I want to just quickly do is make sure that we can achieve plumb without hitting that concrete. Oh, we got heaps. Yeah, we got heaps. That works out really well. Alright, so we've got a few walls at back here. There's still a little bit of work to do. We got the power trusses in these 3 spots, but we can still go through and fill in the steel. I don't want to do that yet though. I want to switch our attention to the party wall. So for this main stretch here, we actually got no straps or crossies on it. The boys got the back section done, which is sweet. Done a fair few straps across that too. But what I'm going to do now is jump on with Oscar. We're going to do all the straps, all the cross braces. I'm also going to do the pitching plate at the top. And we need to go through and just make sure we wrap over all the straps, because once the Hebel goes in there, we won't be able to access it. The Hebel is here now. We're talking 3 meter panels. So these are 2/7 walls. The Hebel's going to stick out past the top of the wall there. So we won't be able to access this side of the wall anymore. When we get to the step down, the Hebel's going to be finishing just below it. So it's not actually too important if we don't get the straps completely done, but it will get a bit awkward getting in there. So I think we want to go through anyway, get all the straps done on this party wall, get it tied off, get the pitching plate up, and then we can start with the Hebel once that's all done.
It actually does.
So we're ready to go for the Hebel now. What we're going to do to start with is we've got these tracks here. And the first thing we're going to be doing is just going through, pre-installing these tracks the entire way through. And then once they're down, it's just a matter of getting the Hebel sheets, sliding them in, and screwing them off. What I think we do is we might just start at the top section up here. We'll start from that corner, work our way forward. I think it's going to be best to start a full sheet from the step up, because the last thing I want to be doing is a little awkward checkout or rip where that step up is. So we might get rid of all the braces, everything that's going to be in the way for this section here. We'll go through, start installing that track at the bottom, and then we'll start from the back here and work our way forward. When I screw this off, what I want to do is come in 110 mil, which is there from this line here. That gives us 90 mil for our stud wall, 20 mil gap, and then we've got a 20 mil gap on this side too. All right, so we've got all our Hebel panels here. We've also got the Hebel adhesive, which we're going to be putting in between the sheets. This stuff acts as a glue to glue the sheets together, but what it also does is completely seal up any gaps that could be between the Hebel sheets. The main reason we're doing the Hebel panels is to act as a fireproof wall between the 2 units. So if there's any little gaps between the Hebel sheets, you could get smoke, you could get heat going through those Hebel panels. We need to make sure they're completely oxygen-free, blocking the 2 units off together. So that's why we're going to glue up between the panels. And then in the middle here, we've got ourselves some screws and brackets to attach the panels to the frame. Here we go. So we've got a few hundred of these. I might get you set up on these best. So what we're going to do is go through, and for every single one of these Hebel panels, we need one of these brackets screwed in at the bottom, sticking 20 mil out past the wall there. So there's going to be a 600 mil panel, so one at that side of the panel, one on this side of the panel, and then there'll be another one there for the next panel, if that makes sense. So what we'll do is, starting from here, do continuous measurements the entire way down. Every 600 mil we'll mark it, and that's going to be the end of the panel. All right, so we jumped straight into it. You can see we started doing the brackets at the bottom and at the top, and I stopped and thought about it, and I had a look, and we did make a bit of a mistake. I just tried doing it. Okay, don't worry about it. Let's redo that. All right, so we jumped into it. About half of the brackets are done at the bottom, and then I stopped and thought about it and started to question if we actually need them here. Every time I've previously done Hebel sheets, I've never used a C-channel like this before. They've just stuck directly on the ground. So obviously we put the brackets in here to hold them in place. We're going through, we're dynabolting this channel down. This is going to hold the sheets, this is going to hold the panels in place, and they shouldn't move. So I started thinking it might be a waste of time putting those in there. We might not even need them. I had a look in the installation guide. Installation guide does say that we don't need these L brackets at the bottom. So I wasted about a good 10 minutes there going through putting those in. Well, I should say John wasted time. He's the one that had to do it. So we're gonna have to take these ones off, but we'll just keep going through, putting them in at the top there. And at least it saves us a bit of time. We don't have to go through and keep doing the rest of that. And then we'll just slide the panels in there. They'll sit in that C channel, screw them to the top, and happy days, we should be good to go. So the best way to do these, instead of holding them here, getting your tape out, trying to find exactly where you want to put these brackets in, I've got the block ripped down at 20 mil, up against the top plate like that. I've got marks at the bottom showing me exactly where the panels are going to finish. So I've got a mark right directly in here. I'm just going to slide this L bracket a bit further across to make sure it definitely hits. We'll get it right with this packing block, and then I'm just going to pin it there with my finger.
Bit of a fucker, isn't it?
It is a bit of a play around.
It's actually hard before of what I was doing.
There we go. It's not too bad. Let's screw that in.
Don't overtighten it for the first screw, as Dave just did there.
Yeah.
Fucking...
Do not overtighten it. Sweet as. All right, so we'll take those ones off and we'll use them up here instead. One thing I'm worried about is if we cut this open and all the sheets fall out. So I've put this through and I've got a few blocks sticking down so that if it does fall, hopefully the sheet will just fall onto that. All right, ready? Let's go across. I'm gonna drop my side in there now. Go up.
Oh, that's all right.
Oscar, can you get that 2 meter, please?
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
I got this.
Sweet.
Looks strange, we cut them later.
Can you jump in there?
Yeah, I
just want to go. I'm just trying to work out where that sheet's going to go. Maybe we have to go there. Because that's going to hit the bottom.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, I think we have to go there. All right. So I just want to make sure this first one's plumb. Go there. Yep, you got one good screw?
Yeah.
All right, sweet. So now what the process will be, screw her off. That's all sweet. So it's going to be easier for the next sheet. While we got it here, just do a nice little bead of Hebel glue the entire way up. Then we stand her up, slap it together, and then just go in between it. So what we'll do is we'll go through, we'll coat up every join with the glue.
Yeah.
And then once all the sheets are up, we'll go through and do a layer over the face of it.
Yeah.
And that will help seal any air gaps.
I'll take you guys. The next one while we wait, Dave.
Pardon? No, we're not going to paint it. I reread it. It's only for like Hebel sheets that may like be in contact with soil with dirt for external. So I thought maybe we might need it, but it's only for like external Hebel sheets. So you see the mark I've done on the ground of where that corner's going to go?
There.
Now for the next sheet, that mark. So to make it work, drop the bottom of your corner sheet about there. What we want is for me to pull it up. I want to hit that sheet. So when we push it in, they're hard to.
Yeah, okay.
I don't want you to put the corner too far away for us to have to shuffle it over.
Yeah.
So make sure you put it over further than what it has to go.
Yeah.
No. I want it to be too far over. You just hold the balance, I've got that. That's good. I want it to be too far over so it hits.
Yeah, no.
And then now we slide it across and this is going to guarantee that it's hard to. Just watch out, that stuff might splatter out.
Yeah.
Oh.
You good?
Yeah, baby. Yeah, go. I was going to check it every now and then, Dave, though.
Yeah, like every 5th sheet. I'll put a level stick on it. We won't do it now, but what we'd also do is any of this excess stuff seeping through, after every few sheets, we're just going to trowel it up, make it nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Ready?
Put it up on margin.
Yeah. Oh, that's hot.
Alright, so that's the first 10 sheets done. Every 10 sheets, we are going to be putting in some of this foam for a joining strip. So do you want to load that up? We got some glue here for it. Fire mastic. So it's like a fireproof glue that we're going to be using.
Is it party wall just for fire, or is it for sound as well, kind of?
Party wall is for fire and sound. Its main purpose is for fire, but it does act as a really good sound barrier. I'm going to do a thick bead and shove this foam onto it.
I'm not gonna lie, that looks tasty as.
It does.
It's like licorice, like a treat.
Do you want to try it?
I do.
Can I pass this to you and you can continue going and I'll start jamming this on?
Yeah.
I think we just have this foam bit like stuck on and then at the end we'll come through and do another bead of glue either side. Sweet. Oh, it's stuck on really well, to be honest. Happy with that. We'll stand this one up. We've glued this side, so I'm going to have the glue facing that way. Then the next sheet we put on, we won't glue.
Yeah.
Just help me get this straight up. I'll just stand it straight up.
I'll just stand it straight up?
Yeah, because it's facing the wrong way now. And we'll just plop her right in. I'm just going to take one for the team. I'm just going to grab the glue. If you want to watch out for a sec.
Yeah.
I'm just going to Well, I jump this side if you want to pick that up and we'll put her in. Nice.
Just gotta go back to you. Yep, you're going.
Nice. Can we get a level on this one, please?
Yeah.
John, do you mind jumping up on the other side and screwing the side off, please? Yep.
Go there, yeah.
Screw her off! We had a good crack at the Hebel panels. We've got most of the upstairs section done. I say upstairs, I mean the step up. We've got a few little walls to build at the front there, and then we can do a few more panels. And yeah, we've loaded up a few panels for the back as well. So I'm going to continue this episode into tomorrow, and we're going to jump straight back into these panels here, and yeah, just smash out all the Hebel. Alright, so the boys are sitting up at the back now. Oscar's putting the C channel down at the bottom. Basler's putting the brackets on. As soon as they're done, I'll jump down there and help them put the Hebel panels up. While they're doing that though, I want to get it set up here, and I've actually got to build a wall going all the way out through here. The reason we haven't done it yet is firstly, it is a separate height to the rest of the frame, so we've got to individually cut studs here, and I'm pretty sure this front porch will have foil as well, so every single stud will be different. The other reason is that I was waiting for this. For this step down part out here for the porch, I do want to build the bottom plates using treated pine. They shouldn't get wet, but in case moisture or water does come into these bottom plates, the treated pine isn't going to rot away over time. So this is going to be a bottom plate for this wall here, and also a wall behind me as well. So I'm going to get straight into this. I think I'm just going to build it while it's standing in place, so that if I do have to build the studs individually, I can do the top plate and just cut them all individually. So once this is built, it also means we can continue this Hebel wall, going all the way through here to the very front of the house. Actually, before you mix that, can I just get a quick hand? I might just get a hand quickly building this wall when it's done. Sweet. Can you hold that? Do you want to flip it the other way, and then Oscar can stand behind and read it? How much strength do you have if I let go? You got the whole thing?
So you want to go up a bit, Johnny? Go down a bit?
Oh no, it's windy.
Down a little bit more. A little bit. Oh. Up a tiny bit. Oh, there.
It looks like...
Up a bit more. Yep.
Yep. 2708, please.
Yep.
Thank you. Do you want this? The Haikoki hasn't been shooting too well.
Yes. Cheers.
Thanks. Do you mind if I just steal you for a second? I might make my way down, and we'll just get a list of what these studs are. And just do a quick pre-cut. We'll just get this wall completely done. Yep. And then we don't have to think about it again. That's 2688, 2694. It's 2703. Go 2707, and then 2708 for that last one again. And I'll start pre-cutting some nogs while you do that. Thanks. I'm actually not going to be on the tools today. I just put the belt on for about 1 hour then, just to get this little wall up at the front, just so the boys are ready to go through and finish up that party wall. So they're going to get that done, and then when that's done, they'll just go back to that unit we're framing up before and do all the bracing, cross braces, applies, top plate straps. We'll see how much they get done on the next episode. But anything like that, which I'm not going to be covering early on in this video, we've still got another unit and upstairs to do. So if I don't cover anything in terms of bracing or any of those big walls that the boys built the other day, we're still going to jump onto that. We're doubling everything up, building 2 houses next to each other, so we'll still cover everything. If you've got any questions, if there's anything you want to know about building the house, drop a comment and I'll try to cover it in one of the future episodes.